السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Is the sound now clear, guys? Do you guys hear me now? It should be arranged. It should be okay now. Is the sound all right? Do you guys have sound on all platforms? Let me know in the chat if you have sound. Okay, alhamdulillah. This means that we can start inshallah ta'ala. This means that we can start inshallah ta'ala. Bismillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala ahlihi wa sahbihi wa wala. Let's get started inshallah ta'ala. So today we are going to cover some other letters. Yesterday we covered a couple of letters of the Arabic alphabet. Now this course is reading and writing, guys. Okay, reading and writing. And we covered a couple of letters. We covered these, the first four letters of the alphabet. Okay, so we covered the alif, the ba, the ta, and the tha. Okay, so we covered basically these four. Okay, we covered alif and this group of letters. Okay, so alif being a very specific letter, inshallah ta'ala, very specific letter, what you will, inshallah ta'ala, in the future, we will talk about this, about in detail, what the function is of the alif. But now we focus on the shape and on the name of the letter. Then we went to the group ba, ta, and tha. This is a group, as you can see. The shape is similar to each other. The only thing that differentiates between these three letters are the dots. The ba has a dot beneath it, the ta two dots on it, and also the tha, we see that it has three dots on it. We spoke also about the attributes of these letters. We said that these letters are all light letters. So the alif is a light letter, okay? The ba, the ta, and the tha are all light letters, should be pronounced lightly. So let's carry on, inshallah ta'ala, to the next letters. Let's go. Let's carry on and let's discuss this letter. Which letter is this, brothers and sisters? Which letter do we have here? Which letter do we have here? I want to hear it from you guys. Who knows what this letter is? You can see it even. You can read it even. You can read it even in English. It is there. It's mentioned. It's the letter Jim. Okay? It's the letter Jim. Yes, Quran too. Jazakumullah khairan. Mods. Yes. So this is the letter Jim. Okay? So the letter Jim, as we can see, has a very distinct shape. Okay? We got the upper part. Okay? The upper part and this part. Okay? The bottom part. We got two parts of the Jim. The upper part and the part beneath the line. We will see this in the second part of the lesson, that there is a part of Jim that goes beneath the line. And also another thing is that the Jim has a dot. It has a dot in the middle. Okay? So the Jim has also a dot in the middle. So this is the letter Jim. Okay? Now there are some considerations. Okay? The letter Jim, when we say Jim, the sound of Jim is like this. Jim, Jim. Okay? Jim. It should be like this. Jim. It is not Jim. Okay? It is not J. It is not a J. It is J. J. Okay? So it is not Jim. It is Jim. That's one thing that you should take, that should be in your mind when you pronounce it. So it is not Jim. It is Jim. Okay? Another thing is also, it is not Jim. 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 So you have to don't pronounce it. These two mistakes is what I hear. with reciters is when they pronounce it wrongly. Obviously, the sound is related to this. Okay, we talk now about the letter. So the sound is related to this. Okay, so it is jim, jim. Okay, ja, ja. You should hear this sound, jim. Okay, so this is the next letter, the letter jim. It has a distinct shape, as we discussed, the upper part and the bottom part. Okay, and it has also a dot in the middle. Okay, is this clear, brothers and sisters? Is this letter clear for you guys? Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Okay, give me a 1. Let me know. Spotting 445 says it's clear. Quran Tour says it's clear. Mod says it's clear. Okay, alhamdulillah. And brothers and sisters, share the live. Barakallahu fikum. Share the live with your friends, with your family, with anyone you think is interested in learning how to read and how to write. Obviously, these lessons are preps for Ramadan. Okay, so Ramadan is coming and we want to prepare for the Ramadan. And because we want to prepare, we want to do a course on how to read and how to write. Even if you know basic reading, this will be beneficial for you because we are going to discuss sounds and the proper pronunciation. Okay, so make sure that you like it. Okay, on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on YouTube. Make sure that you like it. Indeed, like here, Quran Tour says, tap, 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 you share, you tap and you share, and this will trigger, inshallah ta'ala, the algorithm. Okay, so we have to be more active. Barakallahu fikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ammar on YouTube. Okay, guys, so let's carry on, inshallah ta'ala. Let's carry on. This is the letter Jim. Okay, let's carry on to the next letter. So now we see that the next letter is similar to Jim. You see? So the Jim and these letters are again a group of letters. Okay, they are a group of letters. So you see the Jim, the Ha, and the Kha. The next two letters with the Jim that we discussed are similar letters. Okay, they are lookalikes. The only difference is again what? It is the dots. Okay, that's the difference. So we go now to the letter Ha. The letter Ha. Okay, now this letter, as you can see, from the perspective of the shape, exactly similar to the Jim. We say the upper part and the bottom part. Okay, two parts. Okay, and we will come to this. We say now the upper part and bottom part, but we will come to this. This will be relevant for us later on in our lessons. So the upper part and the bottom part are similar to Jim, as you can see. But there is no dot. There is no dot here in the middle. Okay, so the letter Ha has no dot in the middle. That's the difference between the Jim and the Ha. The Jim has a dot in the middle, and the Ha has no dot in the middle. And that's how we differentiate between these letters. Okay, brothers and sisters. Now, this is about the shape. Okay, now we talk about the pronunciation of the letter. Okay, we said the letter Ha. Now, the letter Ha, it is the, you know, the H in English, like we say house. It is not similar to that. Okay, because the Ha, like in house, okay, it comes from the bottom part of the throat. Okay, and this letter, the Ha, comes from the middle part of the throat, on the level of the Adam's apple. Okay, so it should be in the middle of the throat. Okay, one trick that you can use is what I do always, the 2-finger trick. Okay, you take these 2 fingers, you put them on your Adam's apple or on the place they should be there, and you try to, if you cannot pronounce this letter, you try to touch it. Okay, so you go Ha, Ha, Ha. And sometimes you hear English speakers, when I talk, they say horrific, horrific. You see, they go in the middle of the throat a little bit. Okay, so this Ha is a bit similar to that. Horrific. Okay, horrific. So this letter comes from the level of the mid of the Adam's apple, the middle of the throat, not here. Okay, so it's not ha, it is ha. You see, ha, ha, not ha, ha. There is a difference between these two. Okay, and we will discuss inshallah ta'ala also the letter ha later on, but this is what you should keep in mind, that you have to pronounce this from the middle of the throat. Obviously this letter, in a lot of languages you don't have this letter. Okay, so a lot of brothers and sisters that have difficulties with this letter, and they find it hard to pronounce, but as I said, you have to put effort in it. The 2-finger trick, you have to try to apply that and pronounce letters that are words. Think about words that are similar to the pronunciation of it, like horrific. Okay, so and then inshallah ta'ala you will get there. There were a lot of scholars of at-tajweed, al-Quran, the Arabic language, who were not Arabs. Okay, so there is no excuse there. Okay, we have no excuse, no excuse. Everybody can do it. Only you have to train your muscles, because this is also a training. If you are not used to it, to using certain muscle in your throat, okay, it may be difficult in the beginning to pronounce it because you didn't train the muscle. Okay, it's like never going to the gym and then go after 30 years and go weightlifting. Okay, the muscle didn't do anything, so you have to train it, and that's exactly the same with these muscles in the throat. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so the letter ha, and I put here a capital letter. Okay, and this capital letter signifies the fact that you have to watch out and pronounce it from the middle of the throat. Yes, so we got now 2 letters which are similar in shape, the letter jim and the letter ha, but the pronunciation of it, the names of the letter, the pronunciation of the names is totally different. Okay, so they are very distinct letters. They have all their own characteristics. Okay, they are totally different, but the shape is similar. Okay, and the only thing that differentiates between them is the dot. Is this clear, brothers and sisters? Is this clear? If it is clear, give me a 1. If you have any question, give me a 2 in the chat, and I will answer it inshallah ta'ala. Is this clear? Is this clear, brothers and sisters? Okay, clear in YouTube and Instagram and also TikTok. Okay, let's go to the next one, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so now we got the letter jim we discussed. Okay, we discussed the jim, we discussed the ha. Okay, we discussed this as well, and we go to the next letter, which is the letter, this letter. Okay, the letter kha. Okay, the letter kha. Now the letter kha, again, you see it has 2 parts, the upper part and the bottom part. The upper part and the bottom part, exactly the same like the jim and the ha, but similar to the jim, it has a dot. Okay, but the dot is not here in the middle. Okay, it's not here, it is on the letter. Okay, so it is on the letter, the dot is on the letter, and that's how you can recognize the letter kha. Okay, the letter kha is recognized by the dot on the letter, not in the letter. Okay, so if you see this shape, look, this shape. Okay, so this shape, if there is no dot, it is the ha. If it has a dot in the middle, then it will become jim, and if the dot is on the letter, it becomes the letter kha. Okay, so depending on where you see the dot or the existing of dot, or the absence of it, okay, you determine which letter you are seeing and which letter you are discussing. Okay, so this letter, the last letter that we are discussing, is the letter kha, the letter kha. Okay, now I have a question for you guys. Okay, I have a question for you guys. So I like, honestly, the lessons to be interactive. Okay, and the online lessons, one of the things that it is a challenge is making it interactive. Okay, so but we are going to solve this problem, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, we are going to solve this problem, and that's why I want you guys to participate. Now my question to you guys is, okay, we discussed now how many letters we discussed. Let me see, we discussed these letters, okay. Now I want from you guys, I want you to answer the following question: what is the difference between this group of letters, alif, ba, ta, tha, and jim, and I forgot one, and the jim and the kha? What is the difference between the first group and the kha? What is the difference between these two? What is the difference between alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, and the kha? Okay, so you got on one side, you got all these other letters, okay, 6 letters, alif, then the ba, ta, tha, and jim and ha, and on the other hand, you got the letter kha. My question to you guys is, what is the difference? There is something that the first group has in common, okay? The first group has something in common, and the kha is the odd one. It has a characteristic that the other ones doesn't have, okay? A very specific thing. Let me see the vowels. No, because we don't discuss the vowels yet, okay? We are not at the vowels. And is first group softer sounds? Is that a question? Is that a question? I think, let me see in other platforms. Will this lecture only be about the pronunciation of the alphabet? This lecture will be about the alphabet, yes, and how to write it, inshallah ta'ala. And we will progress and go deeper into how to read. Okay, we are going to do this step by step. Kha is thick in pronunciation, but the rest is not, says Ammar. Okay, so pudding 445 and Ammar, they are on good track. Throat letter, says Aruni. Yeah, the ha is the throat letter, and the kha is throat letter as well. So there are 2 throat letters, okay? Depends on the level of it, okay? So pudding and Ammar, okay, they have the correct answer, and that's the fact that the kha is a heavy letter, okay? The kha is the heavy letter. So you got all the other letters are soft letters. Only the kha is a heavy letter, okay? Should be pronounced heavily. Kha. Okay, you say alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, and then kha. You see? So you say, for example, Khalid. You see? You say kha. You don't say kha. Khalid. Sometimes you hear this in dialects. Okay? You may hear it in dialects. But in Fusha and the original Arabic, and that's also the Lughatul Quran, the language of the Quran, you don't hear this type of kha. You hear kha. Okay? So you don't hear kha. That's something, some dialects do this, but in the Quran, when we read with Fusha, with classical Arabic, we don't say kha. We say kha. So that's the difference, guys. That's the difference. So the kha is a heavy letter. Okay? So keep this in mind. So now we talked about the jim, the ha, and the kha. Okay? We talked about these 3. Now the jim, as I said, it's not jim. It is the jim, ja, not ja. Keep this in mind. Okay? And the second letter is the ha. It's not ha. It's from the middle of the throat, level of the Adam's apple. And then you got the kha, which is a heavy letter, not a light letter. Okay? So keep these points in mind, inshallah ta'ala. Now, I want to come back to one point. When it comes to the letter when it comes to the letter ha, is this a light letter or a heavy letter? That's my question to you guys. Okay, the ha, is this a light or a heavy letter? Is this a light or heavy letter? Cream says light. Let's see what other brothers and sisters say. Omar says light. Okay. Guys, make sure in the meanwhile to share the live. Okay, share the live to other people so they will benefit as well. Inshallah ta'ala. Dot says light. And heart says also light. What does it mean for a letter to be light or heavy? Okay, good question, Sami. Light. Yeah, so the letter is light. Okay. So what does it mean for a letter to be light or heavy? Okay, it means the airflow doesn't go up. Okay, so when you pronounce a letter like kha, you see, that's a heavy letter. Ba, that's a light letter. Okay, so that's the difference. That's the difference between the two. Okay, so we got here the letter kha, the letter jim, the letter ha, the letter kha. And coming back to the ha, when you pronounce it, you say ha. Okay, you don't say ha. Okay, this is a wrong pronunciation of the ha. And sometimes because we are busy and we are fighting with ourselves to pronounce it correctly, what do? We change the attribute. Okay, we change the attribute. So instead of ha, you say ha. That's you make it then heavy. Why? Because you're going deep in the throat. Okay, the place where you weren't in. Okay, in the middle of the throat, this place, and that's why sometimes brothers and sisters they pronounce this heavily. But remember, the ha is a what? A light letter. Okay, so we got these three letters. Then we got another group of letters. Okay, another group of letters. The letter dal. Okay, this is the shape of the dal. And the letter dal. This is the shape of the letter dal. Okay, so the letter dal is like the D. Okay, the D in English. Okay, it's a very simple letter dal. It's also light. It's not heavy. It's a light letter. Okay, so this is the letter dal, and then you got the letter dal. Okay, it's the brother of the letter dal. Okay, so as you can see, both of them similar in shape. The only thing that differentiates between them is the dot on the dal. So you got the dal. Okay, the dal without any dots, and the dal with a dot. Okay, with a dot on it. And when you pronounce a dal, look, dal, you don't see my tongue coming out. You see, dal. Okay, so dal. You see, you don't see my tongue. But now when I pronounce the dal, like another letter that we discussed, you put your tongue slightly between your teeth. Okay, the. You see, dal. Okay, so dal. Okay, so this is very important to keep in mind. Put your tongue slightly between your teeth and pronounce it like this. The. This is the sound that you should get. The. Okay, does this make sense, brothers and sisters? Is this clear? Does this make sense? Does this make sense on all platforms? Does this make sense? Barakallahu fikum. Let me know. Okay, good. Now we will talk about some mistakes. Okay, some mistakes. Now the letter dal, as we said, it's a light letter. Okay, the letter dal is a light letter. So when you pronounce it lightly. You say dal, dal. Okay, you don't say dal, da. That's a mistake. You don't say da, da. So don't say da, say da, and then you pronounce the letter fully, dal. Okay, dal, not dal. Don't make it heavy. Okay, pronounce it lightly. And exactly the same applies to the next letter, the dal. Okay, so you say dal. You don't say val. That's a mistake. You say dal. Okay, so keep it nice and light. Keep it nice and light. Pronounce it lightly. And make sure that you put your tongue slightly between the teeth. Okay, don't put it too much. Okay, don't say va. Then it will become heavy. Okay, so when you put it too much of your tongue between your teeth, it becomes too heavy. So the mistake that you get with the first one is, as I said, it's pronounced heavily. Okay, it is pronounced heavily, and then what happens is that this letter changes in another letter. So instead of dal, you say you're making another sound of another letter. So that's with a dal. With a dal, again, you make it heavy. You pronounce it heavily. Va. That's again another letter. Okay, so you say dal. Okay, so you have to keep it light. Put your tongue between your teeth. Okay, and also, brothers and sisters, another mistake that a lot of people do when they pronounce this letter is they pronounce it as a zay. So they say zal. Okay, this is common in some dialects and of Arabic language, and also it is common in some other countries, non-Arab countries, is that they say zal. Okay, zal. They pronounce this letter as zay, zal. Okay, and that's also a mistake. Okay, so make sure that you put your tongue between your teeth when you pronounce it. So you say zal, not zal, not val. Okay, you don't do these things. And also, it's important, one last point is to differentiate between these two. Okay, some countries and some there is attribute of some countries. Everybody has his own flaws. Okay, they pronounce the dal like the dal. Okay, so when they pronounce this, they pronounce both as dal. Okay, dal. You have to really differentiate between it, but we will get into this inshallah ta'ala later on. Okay, we will get into this. Okay, so instead of dhalika, they say dalika. They pronounce it like a D sound instead of the. So you put gently your tongue between your teeth and you produce this sound. Okay, is this clear until now? Does this make sense? Is this clear? Barakallahu fikum? Let me know on all platforms. Let me know. Jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu fikum. Let me know if this is clear. Yalla, let me know on all platforms. Type in a 1 if it is clear, and a 2 if you have questions. Okay? Pudding says clear. Sabrina, Ammar, Sabah, R, Lady Farah, Lisa, Heart, and Watermelon, clear. Yes. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Guys, I will come to the other letters step by step. Okay, I have a program. I will go through the program, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so bear with me. Barakallahu fikum. Bear with me. Have some patience, inshallah ta'ala. Try to benefit from the lesson, and step by step we will get there. Okay, so I have a program. I have to stick to it, inshallah. So now we talked about how many letters? We got 6, 7, 9 letters. Okay, 9 letters. We got 9 letters that we discussed. We discussed the alif. Okay, we discussed the alif. We discussed the ba. We discussed the ta. We discussed the tha. We discussed the jim. We discussed the ha and the kha and the dal and the dal. Okay, these are the letters that we discussed. Okay, so we got here 9 letters. 9 letters of the Arabic alphabet. Now, how many? A question to you guys. How many letters does the Arabic alphabet have? How many letters does the Arabic alphabet have? Yalla. 28. Okay. 25. Okay, let's see. Let's see cross platforms. 29, 28, 28, 29, 29, 37. No, you're way too high or way too low, Shaz. 29, 29, 28, 29. Okay. So, brothers and sisters, it is between 28 and 29. Okay, so it depends on, guys, it depends on, it is 28. Okay, that's the correct answer. But some of them, they count the Hamza as a separate letter. Okay, and some of them, they say that it's a diacritical mark. Okay, so they don't count it as a letter. So 28, 29, even if you say 29, there are some people who say this, so you're not totally wrong. Okay, but it is 28. Yes? Okay, that's nice. Let's carry on. Charles is trying to be funny. Imagine somebody trying to be funny in a TikTok live session about the Arabic alphabet. Shaz, what are you doing? Come on. Shaz, what are you doing? You're funny in a TikTok live session about the Arabic alphabet. Come on. You try to be funny in a live session, okay? Live stream on YouTube and platforms about the Arabic alphabet, okay? So I have to give you credit. I have to give you credit, okay? I have to give you credit because it's hard to be funny in this kind of context. Yes, guys. So if it is clear, we are going to now to the writing, okay? We are going to the writing. Amir says, fun is the best way to learn. That's true, okay? Okay, that's I agree with that. If it is too boring, then it is boring. If it is boring, then it's boring. Then it's not fun, okay? So I don't mind if you try to be funny, but it should be a little bit, you know, and you should abide in some adab rules, but other than that, I don't have problem with it, okay? So, brothers and sisters, yesterday we discussed these letters, but before I go to these letters, we talked about some fundamentals about the Arabic writing, okay? We talked about some fundamentals, some fundamental rules, and I want you to tell me these rules, okay? So I had some fundamental rules that I mentioned last lesson. What are these? Okay, so the fundamentals of the Arabic writing, okay, the Arabic script. When you write, there are some fundamentals, there are fundamental rules that we should abide by, okay? Which are these? What are these rulings? That's I want to know from you guys. Okay, I see some good answers. Ammar says, right from up to down and right to left. Okay, let's see what other brothers and sisters say. Top down and right to left. Also here, right to left says Amir. Okay. Correct. تلفظ تلفظ. Okay. Shaz. Okay, you read from right to left. Yes. Okay, good guys, good. So from right to left. Okay, that's known, alhamdulillah, by you guys. It's not from left to right, it's from right to left. Okay, but there is something else as well. Some of you, they have mentioned this. Okay, it's also from up to down. Okay, so it's from right to left and also from up to down. Okay, and there was one other fundamental that I mentioned as well. Are we learning Quran? Yes, Halima Fatima, inshallah ta'ala. We are going to do also Quran lessons, inshallah. Okay, go to my videos, guys. Like my posts. I had one post today, one post yesterday. Like it, and also if you have something, just send me a message. Send me a message if you want something to be covered. Mention it, inshallah ta'ala, and I will consider it. I will genuinely, I will consider it, inshallah ta'ala. And also, yes, thank you, jazakumullah khairan. Go to the Discord. You see the Discord link that admin put here? Okay? Go barakallahu fikum to the Discord. We try to build there a student community, okay? In Discord. It's free of charge, okay? So you can go there. We have a starter zone for the ones who want to read and write. We got a Quranic sound lab where we will discuss the Quranic sounds, and we will have also a group that is focused on learning the Arabic language. Okay, so the Discord link is there. Jazakumullah khairan. It's also in my bio. Go there and come, inshallah ta'ala, and we can stay in touch. Okay, so I can give you also some feedback if you're there. Here, the feedback is limited, obviously. Okay. So going back, brothers and sisters, after I told you guys to share and like, and I made some announcements, we going back, inshallah ta'ala, to the letters, to the writing. Okay, we said there are some fundamentals. From up to down, from right to left. There was one other thing that I mentioned. What was this? What was this last point? Who knows? Who knows the last point? Who knows the last point? I think you guys maybe forgot, okay? The dots, we put it afterwards. So we draw first the shapes. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, keep this in mind. We draw first the shapes, and then we put the dots afterwards. Okay, so the dots and the diacritical marks, like the vowels, we will discuss them later. All of it, once you release the pen, you are finished with the shapes. Sometimes you write certain letters together. Once you finish the shape, then you go to the dots. Okay, this is important to keep in mind for our future lessons. Is this clear? Is this last point clear for you guys? Is this last point clear for you guys? Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Barakallahu fikum. Give me a 1 in the chat if it is clear. Okay, good. Okay, then we carry on. Now we start with our writing. Okay, now we start with our writing. So, we said that the letter Alif, small revision, okay, the letter Alif, we write it from up to down. Okay, that's the Alif. Up to down, yeah. And the Ba, we make a open curve and then add the dot. So we start at the place where I put this dot. We start there, yeah, and we make the curve. So, by the way, brothers and sisters, if you want these sheets, okay, which I designed myself, okay, and this book is also written by myself, okay, it's written by myself. This book is about how to read and how to write. Okay, and this is very beneficial book, inshallah, which has solved a lot of problems that I encountered always with students because of difficulty, because of the jump sometimes from levels, because some books suit certain people in certain time, and we are other people, and our time needs another type of book. So, but if you need these sheets, these kind of things, I will also share in Discord. Okay, I will share this kind of things on Discord. So if you want these kind of things, then don't miss out. Okay, so go to Discord and join the student community. Okay, jazakumullah khairan wa fikum barakallah wa fikum barakallah. Yes, brother. So you got the alif and the ba, and then you got the letter ta. Okay, again, the shape of a curve and 2 dots, and the letter tha, the shape of a curve with 3 dots. Okay, so this is the writing. Okay, we discussed this yesterday. Now let's discuss the letters of today. Okay, the letters of today. Now the first one is the letter Jim. Okay, the letter Jim. Now the letter Jim, you remember I told you it has 2 parts. Okay, and this will be also relevant once we go and see the positioning of these letters in words. Okay, in beginning, middle, or the end of the word, you will see that some letters slightly change from shape. Okay, their shape slightly will slightly change. So that's why I'm saying this to you guys. So you got 2 parts. The upper part, okay, so you go from here, you go up, and then you go like this. Okay, that's the upper part. Okay, again, you go up and you go sidewards. Okay, so again, you go up a little bit, you go up and you go sidewards. Okay, and then you go like this. Okay, that's the upper part. Okay, then you got the bottom part, you go like this. Okay, so this is how you write the Jim. So you got the 2 parts. Okay, you got the upper part, you got the upper part, and you got the bottom part. Oh, you got the upper part and you got the bottom part. Okay, so the dot is put afterwards. Okay, so once you do the upper part, then you go to the bottom part and you finish, then you place the dot. Okay, so Kaz is asking, is there an order of writing the dots or does it not matter? The dots, I assume you mean the dots of the previous letter. I assume you're talking about the tha. Okay, generally you write, you go 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what I have seen most teachers do. Okay, so they go 1, 2, 3. They don't go here 1, 2, 3. They don't go like this. Okay, so wallahu ta'ala alam, maybe because once you release, okay, and there is always logic to these kind of practical things. Once you release the pen, you're closer to this. Okay, so you're closer to this. Okay, so maybe that's the reason why. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Informative Hidayah. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so guys, so is this clear? The Jim, how you should write it. So you go up and you go sidewards and then you go like this. And afterwards you add the dot. Okay? Is this clear for you guys? How to write it? Okay, so you go a little bit up, then you go sidewards, you see? And then you finish the shape. Okay? And then you place the dot at the end. All clear? Any questions? If it is all clear, put a 1 in the chat. If it is all clear, put 1 in the chat. Okay. Irfanullah. Irfan says in Insta, it's clear. Ammar, okay, clear. YouTube guys, Instagram guys, clear, okay. And also TikTok guys, all of them say it's clear. Okay, good. Good. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. And that's the ha. The ha, similar shape without the dot. You go up a little bit and you go and you finish the shape. And also the kha, you go up and sidewards and then finish the shape. You see, only the kha has a dot on it. Okay, so you see they're similar in shape. So how you write them in a similar manner. Okay, so you go up and you go sidewards and then you go round. Okay, so you go up, sidewards, and you go round. Okay, so all these letters, they have similar shape. The only thing what differs between them, what differentiates them, is the dot. Okay, so these are the writings of the jim and the ha and the kha. Okay, I think this is clear. So let's carry on to the dal. Okay, now the dal has another shape. You see, so you go downwards and then you go like this. Okay, so you go downwards and then you go a little bit like this. Okay, so both of them are the same. Okay, so you go down and you go like this. Okay, so downwards and then you go a little bit like this. And the only difference is the dot. Okay, the only difference is the dot between these two, but the shape is similar. Okay, so you go first down, you go down and then you go sidewards. Okay, you go sidewards, you go down and you go sidewards. Okay, and the dal has a dot. Yes, brothers and sisters, join. Jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu fikum for the admin and the moderator. You have been sharing the link and also directing people to the link in the bio on TikTok. Okay, so Discord, for the ones on other platforms, go to Discord, brothers and sisters, go to Discord. Okay, Lingorabia Knowledge Hub. Okay, Lingorabia Knowledge Hub, that's the place we should be. We are building there a student community, inshallah ta'ala, where we can come together and do a lot of beneficial things. Okay, so go there, it's for free of charge, and you can, inshallah ta'ala, join there. Okay, join one. We got different channels. One channel is the starter zone for reading and writing. Okay, similar to this. And other one is the Quranic sound lab. Okay, about the Quranic sounds, where I can give you feedback. And the other one is gateway to Arabic, simplified Arabic, inshallah ta'ala. And feedback is very important, brothers and sisters. Feedback is one of the most important thing if you talk about these kind of subjects. Obviously you can learn from this, but it's always, it won't be optimal. Okay, so feedback is very important, and that's why it's good for us to connect in such a platform. Okay, so it is called Lingorabia Knowledge Hub. Okay, Lingorabia Knowledge Hub. And one of the brothers and sisters asked, are we going to do Quran? Okay, I have done this last year in Ramadan. I try to improve and give feedback to brothers and sisters who are on social media through lives. The problem is, for example, with live on TikTok, for example, is that you have to have certain amount of followers. Not everybody can come up. And this problem, I encountered this problem time and time again, and that's why, you know, it's discouraging. Okay, so a lot of brothers and sisters, they want to read and they ask, how can I come up? How can I come up? And then they come after a while, the knowledge comes to them that they cannot come up because of the followers. Okay, so go to Discord, inshallah ta'ala, and I can give you personalized feedback, inshallah. Okay, so make sure that you go to Discord and connect with us there. We are building a beautiful student community where we can do a lot of, inshallah ta'ala, beneficial things. So make sure that you go there. Okay, that's the place where you can, where you have to be. The link is also shared here by the admin. Okay, so if you are on other platforms, it is you cannot see the link. It is Lingorabia Knowledge Hub. Okay, go there. Yes, the link is there. If you look to what admin placed, let me see if I can place it again for you. Here is the link, guys. Okay, here's the link. Okay, let me put this link also on other platforms. It's done. Okay, jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum, admin. You know, I just started and I work really with great brothers and sisters. Here we got the admin, jazakumullah khairan, the moderator, Quran tour, and also other brothers and sisters were really helping out with this channel. Jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum. It's really great to have these kind of brothers and sisters and other brothers and sisters who joined. Make sure that you stay consistent, okay? These lessons, I will be doing them, inshallah ta'ala, from Monday to Thursday, 7 to 8 UK time, okay? So try to be every time here. Try to do your homework. And what's the homework? The homework is that you have to know everything what we previously discussed. So when you come tomorrow to the live session, you should know the first 9 letters and you should be able to write them individually, okay? So it's a small effort, okay? Try to do this. And if you want to have feedback, if you want my feedback, for example, in the starter zone, you can post their things. You can send, for example, you can write something and then you post it there. I can see your work. I can give you guys feedback. So let's connect in Discord, inshallah ta'ala. That will be the place where our student community is, and we do these lessons to make sure that the benefit is brought to a lot of people, inshallah. So jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum. If you have any questions, they are welcome now, and I will be inshallah ta'ala here for you guys to answer it. You're welcome. Puddings, thank you so much. Mini, you're welcome. So alif to tha or all letters? No. Alif to dhal. The first 9 letters. Okay, the first 9 letters. And thank you, barakallahu fikum, everyone, for sharing. Okay, I see sometimes brothers and sisters sharing, and I'm very grateful. Jazakumullah khairan, because then more people will know about these and more people will share it. Also, make sure I try to post often content. I posted today a very beneficial video, okay, about reasons why people read the Quran wrong, okay, and I have a background in Arabic phonetics, in Arabic language, and literature, okay, so I know what I'm doing. This is my craft, and that's why you see this result as well, okay. So alhamdulillah, Allah made it easy for me to do this with you guys. So make sure, jazakumullah khairan, that you spread the lives, spread the love, and also benefit. Go to the videos that I post, like them, share them, comment on them. Make sure that the algorithm spreads it, inshallah ta'ala. That's barakallahu fikum. If you want to do this for your brother Abu Ubaidah, then I will be grateful. Jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum. So inshallah, I will see you guys inshallah tomorrow from 7 to 8. Can I join? Yes, it's for brothers and sisters. Maryam, it's for brothers and sisters, okay? And inshallah ta'ala, everybody is there respectful. So you can join, inshallah. Everybody can join, okay? So jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum, and see you guys tomorrow. You have done great today. I've seen a lot of good energy, okay? So if you carry on like this, then I will get very enthusiastic, and I may throw in a lot other subjects for you guys, okay? So we will see. Should we be saying alif or a? No, that's a good question. Nat says, should we be saying alif or a? No, at this stage we are saying alif because we are discussing now the names of the letters, not the sounds. Okay, the sounds will be discussed later on. So first we have to take things step by step. We talk about the names of the letters and the shapes of the letters. Once we master the names and the shapes, we can recognize them in different contexts and different words and constructions, beginning, middle, and end of the word. Once we are able to do this, then we go to the sounds. It doesn't make sense to do everything at once or too quick, okay? Because that's a pitfall where a lot of teachers fall in, and a lot of students, they get it get problematic for them because it's too quick. So these are the names of the letters, and these letters we will see that they make sounds. Okay, so you got these letters. I treat them like individuals with names, and they make sounds. Like I'm an individual, I have a name, and I make certain sounds. That's how you should see. That's how you should see this. You got on one hand, you got the letter, like individuals, name of the letter. On the other hand, you got the sounds that the letter makes. Okay. And by the way, if you guys are interested, I have a book that I've written, The Untold Story of Alif. It's on Amazon. You can go there and you can purchase that. As a very nice storybook for children to make them familiar with the letter Alif and the vowels and the tanween, some basic concepts. Okay, so that's also for you guys if you're interested. The Untold Story of Alif. That's the name of the book. Okay, it is very fun. Okay, and I like these kind of stories. I like to teach with fun, like we were talking about fun a couple of half an hour ago. Okay, so it should be fun, especially for children. So, jazakumullah khairan, barakallahu fikum. See you guys tomorrow. It was a pleasure being here. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.